So, here's what I want you to understand. Here's what I want you to understand. Your family deserves for you to be willing to go down, to go up. Your family, your financial future. I was thinking about it today. I had lunch with a gentleman. He said, yeah, man, I want to retire in 3 years. He said, if I retire right now, he said, I lose. He said, if I retire right now, he's in the 60s. He said, if I retire right now, I lose $1,000 a month over waiting 3 years. Now, here's what's interesting. I saw Keisha Bass on here. If you don't mind me putting you on blast, Keisha, I'm putting you on blast. Okay. So I saw Keisha Bass on here, and in 6 days in the VMC, Keisha created $520 a month in passive cash flow, which means legitimately in 6 more days, in 12 days, she could replace what it takes him at his job with a major multi-billion-dollar corporation 3 more years of work to create. She's created a passive $520 a month residual in the VMC. Now you say, what's the VMC? The VMC is the Virtual Millionaire Club, for those of you who are wondering, and it's a membership site. And tomorrow I'm going to talk about why I created it. Tonight I'll just talk about what it is. It's an educational portal. It's an educational portal. Education. The Virtual Millionaire Club is about teaching you 3 things. 1, financial intelligence. 2, business development. And 3, biblical principles. It teaches you business development from a biblical perspective. It teaches you financial literacy from a biblical perspective. And then it teaches you Bible from a practical perspective, not a religious one. Not religion. And I'm going to tell you something. When you learn to practice the principles of the Bible, you will be practicing the laws that God established everything on this planet with. And so when you work with those principles work with you. Some people say, well, why do you teach Bible? Well, I teach Bible because the Bible is how the whole thing was set up. The Word of God is how the whole thing was set up. So I teach business from a biblical principle, from a biblical perspective. You know why? Because in the West, we think that the way you're supposed to make money, the right way to make money, is you get a job. And there's nothing wrong with having a job. But there are other ways to make money other than having a job. Now, I've been studying the Bible for 30 some odd years. I've only found 2 classifications of jobs in the Bible. 2 classifications. Slaves and soldiers. Everybody else in the Bible owned businesses. If you were not a soldier and you were not a slave, you owned your own business.